Imagine stepping onto a barren, windswept volcanic crop 2,300 miles from any mainland, where nearly 900 giant stone figures loom silently against the sky, each one a solemn sentinel guarding secrets of a vanished civilization. This is Easter Island, or Rapa Nui, home to the Moai, monumental sculptures carved by Polynesian settlers over centuries. How did these remote islanders quarry, carve and transport statuary weighing up to 82 tons across rugged terrain? And what cataclysmic forces brought their once flourishing society to the brink? Today, we unravel the epic tale of the Moai, from origin to collapse, and rediscover lessons for our own world. Scholars agree that Rapa Nui was settled by Polynesian voyagers around AD 300, making it one of the easternmost outposts of the Polynesian world. Radiocarbon analysis of starchy residue on obsidian tools suggests human presence by at least 1000 CE, coinciding with wider East Pacific navigation patterns. Nestled nearly 1,900 kilometers east of Pitcairn Island and 3,500 kilometers west of Chile, Easter Island's isolation fostered a unique cultural trajectory. Early settlers found a volcanic island blanketed in palm forests and rich soils, ideal for cultivating sweet potatoes, yams, and taro, subsistence that supported small but resilient communities. Central to Rapa Nui belief was mana, a spiritual energy residing in powerful ancestors. The Moai, massive human figures with oversized heads, were carved to embody this mana, standing atop ahu, ceremonial stone platforms facing inland, watching over their descendants. Red pukao, top knots of scoria mounted on some heads symbolized headdresses or hair, further distinguishing chief statues. Rituals before the Moai linked living and dead, ensuring land fertility, fish abundance, and social cohesion. Moai erection was thus both an act of reverence and a display of clan prestige. The primary quarry at Rano-Raraku crater provided soft volcanic tuff ideal for sculpting. Here, nearly 400 unfinished statues remain in situ, revealing carving stages from rough hewing to detailed finishing. Artisans used basalt picks and obsidian flakes to outline profiles and hollow eye sockets before detaching figures by chiseling beneath the neck slab. The average Moai stands around 13 feet tall and weighs 12 tons, though sizes range from 6 feet to the colossal, unfinished El Gigante, a 69-foot tall statue estimated at 200 tons. How did islanders move statues up to 82 tons over distances of up to 12 kilometers? Traditional theory held that logs served as rollers, linking Moai transport to deforestation and ecological collapse. In 2012, archaeologist Carl Lipo demonstrated the walking method. Moai tilted from side to side, walking, upright with ropes, an experiment corroborated by toppled statues lying mid-road. This technique required fewer trees, but ropes, leverage systems, and manpower nonetheless taxed island resources. Estimates suggest over 400 trees were needed to move a single 10-ton Moai on rollers, fueling progressive deforestation. At its zenith, 10th to 16th centuries, Rapa Nui supported a complex society of perhaps 3,000 people, organized into clans competing through monument building. Ahu sites dotted the coastline, each a focal point for clan identity. However, as palm forests dwindled, used for boat building, house construction, and statue transport, crop yields suffered, soil eroded, and freshwater reserves dwindled. Some researchers argue that clans toppled rival Moai in desperate strikes at each other's prestige, evidenced by broken statues at Huri Moai phase sites. Jared Diamond's Collapse Narrative, 2005, painted Easter Island as a parable of ecological self-destruction. Yet this oversimplifies a multifaceted reality. New research suggests deforestation and soil loss did stress society, but islanders adapted via rock gardens, lithic mulch agriculture, and stone-lined gardens that conserved moisture and nutrients. Warfare and social upheaval peaked around 1600, but genomic and archaeological evidence indicates population remained stable, around 3,000 individuals, until European contact. Columbia archaeologist Dylan Davis argues Rapa Nui people maintained a small but stable population, continuing Moai construction into the 18th century, with ritual use persisting until at least 1722, when Roggeveen arrived. Binghamton University researchers corroborate this, finding Moai carving and Ahu ceremonies post-1600, contradicting earlier assumptions that statues ceased around 1600. This resilience underscores sophisticated environmental management and social flexibility rather than inevitable collapse. On Easter Sunday, April 5, 1722, Dutch explorer Jacob Roggeveen became the first European to set foot on Rapa Nui, naming it Easter Island. Accounts describe a treeless landscape, fallen statues, and a depleted society. Subsequent visits by British and French explorers scarcely improved conditions. By the late 18th century, Peruvian slave raids abducted hundreds of Rapa Nui, and smallpox epidemics in the 1860s decimated the population from thousands to mere hundreds. Today, about 397 Moai remain in Rano Raraku, with over 288 erected on Oahu and 92 in transit positions, symbols of both heritage and vulnerability. Climate change poses new threats. Wind, salt spray, rising sea levels, and violent storms erode the soft tuff. Recent severe droughts sparked forest fires that charred several statues in 2022. The Mau Henua indigenous community and Chilean authorities, supported by UNESCO, use biochemical consolidants, reforestation programs by CONAF, and visitor management plans to stabilize and restore monuments. Easter Island's Moai draw over 100,000 visitors annually, vital to the island's economy but posing wear on fragile sites. New discoveries continue. In 2023, researchers uncovered a 1.6-meter Moai in a dried Rano Raraku lakebed, bringing the total to over 1,000 known statues scattered across 163 kilometers down. Sustainable tourism strategies, including designated pathways, multilingual signage, and community-led guide training, aim to minimize footprint while sharing Rapa Nui's story authentically. The saga of Rapa Nui reminds us of ingenuity and fragility in equal measure. The Moai testify to human creativity, carving giants from stone, moving them miles, and weaving them into complex belief systems. Yet they also caution against overexploitation. Deforestation, resource competition, and external shocks nearly erased a people. Contemporary Rapa Nui culture, revived language programs, UNESCO heritage designations, and community stewardship demonstrates resilience and revival. As we confront global environmental challenges, Easter Island stands as both warning and inspiration. From their carving in Rano Raraku to their silent vigil along the coast, the Moai of Rapa Nui embody a saga of art, faith, innovation, decline, and renewal. Their story, etched in stone and earth, echoes across millennia, urging us to honor our ancestors, steward our environment, and preserve cultural treasures for future generations. As History Unveiled viewers, we share in this heritage. Subscribe, hit the bell, and journey with us next time into the mysteries of humanity's past. Kia ora, and may the Guardians watch over us all. Let me know if you'd like this broken into visual prompts for each paragraph or formatted for voiceover.